back on Silver Ridge Peak. Me and White King, and basically what we're going to go over, we are going to be thinning out some of the animals. That will require taking out some of the does, but we will watch how many we take out, and then we'll be taking out some of the bigger bucks, the bigger bulls, and some of the smaller too. And just going to be watching what we take out, what need zones, and the hunting pressure. We got to keep an eye on the hunting pressure. But just going to show you how we've been managing things and why we're getting such big animals. White King has joined the session. We are going to be up here in the area of two ponds. I'll draw back here. Show you on the map, it's like right dead smack almost, I guess you could say right dead smack in the middle of the top. It is a good area to hunt. This is the need zones that we have opened up. Me, White King, and brother-in-law Jay, man, when I was chasing that huge elk that I streamed there a little bit ago. I finally got after, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 hours of trying to find him. We never did find him in the daytime, but I finally did get to harvest him. So all that time I put in paid off, even though he wasn't diamond, and he should have been as big as he was. Just watch the stream and you'll see what I'm talking about. He was a massive bull elk.
Indeed he was.
But yeah, we're just going to go down in this area and we're going to hunt a little bit and keep an eye on, like I said, we're going to be thinning out some herd. And some of the bigger animals and some of the smaller ones, that would be the bucks and the bulls and your bears and your mountain lions. Probably end up try to take like 10 animals out of here. Not get the hunting pressure too bad, and then we'll bounce to another location on the map and basically do the same thing, and just manage the whole map so we can get them bigger animals in here, and just show you how we're doing it, and hopefully if you do it, it helps you out as well. So let's get started.
You gonna go downhill and around the backside?
Yeah, I'm gonna go straight down the hill right here toward this big field, towards the bottom of the lake. So basically, we're not a huge female shooting type people, but when you have as many as we found up here, you need to start thinning them out a little bit to try to get more males to spawn in, so you can have your bigger bucks and stuff, because then you can start shooting them and letting them grow bigger. Not that I don't have a lot of bulls on this map up here, and a lot of mule deer bucks, because I do, but we're just gonna basically just try to thin out some of the herds a little bit. And as you can see, we have a flag that comes and goes. I have been in contact with Avalanche Studio Group, and they are looking into it and working on it. I think that's great on their part. I'm glad that they are willing to do that. If you have any problems, just go to support and just send them a message, and they will get back to you. Like I said, I have been in contact with them. They have been talking back and forth with me. again, as you've seen, there's a lot of knee zones here. So we're just going to go in here and just really just weed some stuff out. Just if you're going by that lake, bro, on that right hand, like, well, if you're at the front of the lake where I'm at down here, it'll be the left-hand side. If you run onto that mythical mountain line, go ahead and take him out. See if we can't get him to come back as a legendary.
Well, currently, I've got a level 7 and a level 6 in my sights on the other side of the lake, next to that little camping structure. They're going to be going down the far side towards the bottom where you're at.
Okay, well, if you can get a shot on that level 6, gotta take him out.
Got another one back there hollering at me too. There's at least 3 walking this upper part of the lake right now.
Okay. I haven't seen anything as of yet. For those of you who watch the streams, I don't do a whole lot of quick streaming because if you play this game at all, you know that it takes time, especially if you're trophy hunting, which is what we mainly do. But there are times like we're going to do right here where you have to go in and you have to take out some of them lower levels to get the bigger levels to spawn in and stuff. And even though we have all these need zones here, it is simply amazing how many more we have opened up by glassing and spotting and highlighting.
Just about the time you think, surely there cannot be any more. That's about the time you're going to spot an animal and all of a sudden get a need zone, feed zone, drinking zone, something to pop up, that's for sure. Which is nice. Keeps them stocked.
Yep. And the more need zones you have, I've said it many times, the more animals you have.
Yeah, and that's not something we've read, that's not something we've heard from someone else. We've actually done it a couple different ways. We've left some of my maps where we just picked a few zones, and then we've taken a few crosses and gotten every zone we can possibly find, and it most certainly makes a difference. And let's see, I'm currently looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 females and a male buck mule deer all laid down in a zone across the lake from me, as well as 3 bighorn sheep.
I'm looking at a bull elk that's kind of headed back towards you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, there, I got him highlighted. Level 3 score up to 388. With a cow, and there comes another cow. Many elk as we have around here, and I have counted a bunch, we still have not found a drinking zone for them yet, which is, I find quite amazing. one. There's a bull. I'll have him take him out.
I don't know why, but I love the realism of the shots on this game. How I can hear when you take a shot and then hear the echo of it going off through the mountains. It's pretty cool how realistic they got that part.
Okay, he's down. So there is a level 3 bull out here. And as you can tell, still have a little bit of a lag. And again, I can't say how much I appreciate them, you know, being in contact with me and actually talking to me and trying to help resolve this issue of the lag of multiplayer. I think it's awesome on their part. So glad to see it.
Alright, you wanted me to get rid of that mythical, right?
Yeah, go and take that mythical out of the bunch, see if we can should bring him back. Depending on how close he is to being a legendary, but
you want the level 6 going as well, because the level 6 and the female is walking right by where I just put him down at.
Yeah, go ahead and take leave the 7, go ahead and take the 6 out. Again, we are doing management. You can manage your maps and get bigger animals and more animals if you do it properly. Cheap off the door right there. Again, we're just up here. I got a mountain lion making a growl in here. We're just up here at 2 fawns. It's the middle of the map. They're at the top.
I just had 2 level 2 bucks and 5 doe walked by me, so went ahead and took out one of your mule bucks as well.
Okay.
There's a host of mule deer right here by me right now coming back towards you.
I'm headed up the field counter right now. Up here and collect this bull elk. And again, as you can tell, I am like, one thing that's funny, usually if you rotate sideways, the lag stops, turn back around, you got the lag again.
It is odd how it's when you're moving straight forward is when it's worse.
And then you
really
rotate.
Don't understand that.
And you rotate to the left, and the lag stops. Go forward, the lag hits. Rotate to the right, you're still lagging. If you turn around and go backwards, the lag stops. To the left, the lag stops. To the forward and to the right, you lag. And then it breaks loose. And you only have to move just a little bit to the left, and the lag stops. See what I mean? Look at that. I didn't think he went this far. Here. I might even ran more down towards the lake, but nope. And I'm just running the 303. I'm only carrying one gun. Basically all you need on this map would be the 303 and the 22, and you can shoot any animal on the map. I even shoot the bison with it. Silver. Oh, and there's why he ran far, getting a little far back. I hit the reason it's giving me a battle is because I hit the liver. just want to keep a close eye on your hunting pressure. If you see this getting a really bright or pink or purple, then you're going to want to rotate somewhere else. White King's up here by the lake, so I'm going to, if I can get rid of this leg, and I'll walk sideways. I'm going to head back down here to the big flat.
I'm hoping we didn't get robbed here, but it looks like we might have, Cross. This one cougar I shot was right down next to the water's edge. I mean, it's two huge blood splatters. It's 100% vital, but the tracking cone points out into the pond, and I don't see any tracks anywhere around it, so...
Jason shot one earlier yesterday and did the same thing. He just stood there for a little bit, and it come floating up. But yeah, that's the other thing about the game we found out. The mountain lions, cougars, panthers, whatever map you're on, whatever they're calling it, has a bad habit of jumping into the lakes. And sometimes you don't get them. I've shot mythicals that's done it, and I've shot legendaries that's done it. It's just, and sometimes they'll come popping back up.
Well, fortunately I collected the mythical. It's the level 6 that, if we're not going to get, it's the one that ended up getting away due to that.
Okay. Well, you hear him mentioning that, so I'm going to touch on this. If you, see, it used to be if you didn't collect them, you just lost them. But they have went back in since they've done the 2.0 thing, and they have now changed that up. You do not lose them, but they will not come back bigger. They'll come back the same as they were before. So basically it'd just be like you never shot it. So when the next spawn comes around, and the spawn time is 3 to 6 days, we're not real sure on it. We know for a fact that it used to be 3 days, but when they come out with the 2.0, we're not sure whether it's 3 or 6, and it may even depend on the species whether it's 3 or 6. And they have not leaked any information about that, so we're not real sure about it. But if you do want to rotate your days, you can just go in. It's cheaper to do it in the tent. Just go in there and say, like, start at 5 in the morning, go ahead to 6 in the morning, and then go ahead to 7 in the morning. And just keep going the whole full day. Don't just go 5, 6, 7. You gotta go the whole full day all the way through. And just keep doing that until you do it 6 times. And you will find out that they are respawning on the map. And they have also changed that. That they do not spawn back in where you shot them a lot of the times. I'm not going to say all the time. Take out one of these female mountain goats. Down. again, we're just up here thinning out some of the animals, taking out some of the bigger males and some of the small males, and thinning out some of these females because the mule deer, the bear, and the mountain goats, the females are abundant. And there, good, slow move again. But this area up here is good for morning, and it's also good for evening. Once it gets into the later night, basically the only thing you see then is the mountain goats moving. Where you at, bro? Working your way out from the lake?
Yeah, I've walked up into this field. I had to get one of the females that I killed, mule deer, and then was just wanting to look around a little bit and make sure that that level 6 cougar didn't jump in the pond and then run back out off over this way a little bit. He shouldn't have made it this far. It was too much blood right off the bat.
Right.
So I'm thinking we probably did lose him, but
yeah, if the gun showing him jumping, pointing toward the water, then he probably, the mountain lion's got a bad habit of doing that.
Mm-hmm. I'm about to pull up the map and see how bad it looks in this area.
Right there by the lake, it's getting pretty pink.
Yeah.
Rotate across the road here, like come down in straight below the lodge, and I'll kind of like meet you in the middle. And by that time we should have shot enough in here. Remember, if you see them level 4 muleys, go ahead and take the biggest one out of the bunch, and a couple of the female muleys if you see them.
Yep.
Not gonna pull a whole lot. Well, I'm not gonna pull this bighorn sheep period up here. There are a few up here, but they're not really overwhelming. And as you seen on that shot on that mountain goat, I just shot that female. She was way out there. Not a problem. Shot her. She went down pretty much immediately. But then I shot that bull elk. If you watch the stream and see it was close, and I hit a little back further than what I wanted to on him. If they're out there at any distance at all, and I squeeze the trigger, they're down. If they're up close, they may run forever.
One of these days we're gonna have to make just a funny stream for everybody and take the 22s or something and go out and long range hunt rabbits or something.
Yeah. Not an easy shot shooting a rabbit 300 something yards.
No. It's been done though.
I've done it.
Think about that. Take something the size of a 1-liter bottle, set it in a field 300 and something yards away, and get a kill shot on it, one bullet with a 22. It's a pretty dang good shot.
We never have went back and tried that map again.
Which one?
Oh, I'm trying to think of the name of it.
What does it have on it?
The one we kept getting kicked off of.
That's Quattro Colinas.
That's it.
You can get into some pretty good sized red deer herds and quite a few wolves on that map.
Yep. You got a level 4 mountain goat headed away. I want to keep an eye if you see him, go ahead and take him out. Level 3 bull elk.
Haven't noticed an elk out here yet, mainly the bighorns, a few bear, and a lot of the mule deer.
Right.
And those few cougar back there.
Well, I lied and scoped in. He never offered a shot, so I didn't take it. But, and that's the other thing, I can't be patient. If you don't get the shot like that elk I was chasing, he never offered a shot. So I kept letting him go and letting him go. Yeah, it took me 5, 6, 7 hours. I can't remember how long, but it was a long time. But he finally gave me a broadside shot. If you make good vital shots on them, they do come back bigger.
And you will ruin your trophy rating if you don't. I mean, you might see a diamond, and if you get in a rush and you shoot him in the hip, he's not going to be a diamond, even if you do find him and shoot him again and kill him. His trophy rating will drop. So.
Right.
It's another reason why Cross was being so patient and taking so much time on that one's trying to get the big ones and keep the trophy ratings up, and you've got to do the vital shots with the right ammunition. Believe it or not, how we were talking about zones a minute ago, I just opened up another mule deer zone. With all the mule deer we have here in all the zones, just walking through this field, there's yet again another one.
Well, I just took out the level 4 mountain goat.
Alright.
And that shot, if you're just playing the game, beginner, that shot I just took, you're not going to want to take it. I've been playing this game a long time. That's a quartering away shot. That is a hard shot to make. And your bigger trophy animals, if your hunting pressure's high, they will not come into the need zone. So that's very, very used to watch your hunting pressure if you're hunting trophies, because they will not come in.
Because you've got 2 level 3 black female bear, one moving what will eventually be northwest of you, the other one almost directly downhill west of you. But both of them are level 3 and both of them are female.
I just had a level 2 mule deer, like highlighted. On the other side where that bear was, you had highlighted. He's laying down in that scrub brush. I can't highlight him anymore.
Somewhere close to that bear that I have highlighted, or the one that was moving north of you?
The one that you had highlighted. Just not too far from you, actually. You got them little patches of scrub brush.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you look straight down, you'll see a bigger patch. Down towards where you had that bear highlighted. He is laying on your side of that scrub patch.
And it's probably the same one I had in front of me out here a minute ago when I shot the bear over here. Okay. But I only seen him. I didn't see anything else around him, so I just let him go.
Okay. You haven't seen the level 4s?
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
We're going to have to shoot maybe 1 or 2 more in here and then bounce somewhere else.
That was handy. I come across the zone for the bear I shot right before I got to its body, so I opened the zone and now I'll pick up the body.
Okay. There's a bigger level 4. Up to right there. He is not going to offer top. Unless he keeps working upward. If he does that, then he'll hit that clearing. But he's high enough in the levels that if I can take him down, he should come back to level 5. Bears are getting closer to me.
See a
There's
mountain
a level
goat.
3 muley right there.
I can see his antlers moving through the brush, but I can't see him.
That is cracky.
Look downhill towards my name. There's a level 2 that I have highlighted standing in some shrubs.
Yeah, that's the one I was telling you about.
You want him gone or leave him alive?
What's the hunting pressure look like? Let's go ahead and see, because that level 4 mountain goat's like in between somewhere.
There's a dead mountain goat, and there's the level 4 mule deer. If you look back to your left, back kind of towards the pond, there is a bear that I just highlighted, the level 4 mule deer, and there is a level 3 mountain goat, and a level 4 mountain goat. Right, roll right back behind that muley is the bear that I just highlighted, and then we have a dead mountain goat on the ground right behind the bear.
Yeah, that's the one I shot.
And then there's a level 4 mountain goat just back behind him.
Well, I'm more interested in that level 4 muley. If you can pop him, go ahead and take him out, and then we'll move somewhere else.
It'll depend on if he comes out for you, what would be the back side of that tree line he was on, because I haven't seen him come out on this side of it yet.
It's what he did for me, walked behind a pine tree. And he must be walking straight behind too.
He either laid down in them or turned and went up towards the lake, because there is a line of them that goes from me back towards the lake that I can't see through.
Yeah, well, I got a wide open view back towards the lake. He has not crossed that little piece of field there.
And then he's still in that thicket. I'll make my way back this side of it. Maybe it'll flush him out.
He's coming towards me.
Yep.
I can take the shot, but I'd rather not take at a long distance, take a front-on shot. Unless he keeps pushing towards me. There he is.
If he would stop, I'd hit him, but... I mean, I'm looking at high 300s, probably 400 yards away shot myself.
He's walking straight at me, so...
Yeah, I have him pinned. I'm watching him. He's smart, going from one little thicket of trees to the next.
Yeah.
So far, he's not exited that little thicket that he last went into when I had him highlighted.
Yeah, lost sight of him. He went in that little thicket there. But he hasn't went down or up, so I'd see.
No, can you see the mountain goat that I highlighted just uphill from that little thicket?
Yeah.
Alright. So he's just downhill into those small little patch of trees.
He hasn't went up or down or hasn't come on up towards me, please.
And he's not circled back out this back side either. I've stayed scoped in on it this entire time. If you know that he did not turn and go uphill, then he has to still be in it.
Yeah.
Looks like he's getting ready to exit your side of it. I can actually see his head just poking out now. Yep. Broadside to you, facing downhill towards my name. Now facing, yep, now he's laid down. That'll be the end of him pretty soon. And there he goes.
Alright. Get what we shot here and then we'll move somewhere else.
Yep.
But basically just giving you a glimpse of what we do as far as managing the animals and the need zones and how to get your bigger animals, your bigger bugs, bulls, bears, all that kind of stuff. I hope the video helps you out. Like I said, then the hunting pressure is, I'll pull a map up here and show you the hunting pressure. As you see, we getting quite a few shades of pink up here. So basically we're going to move on somewhere else. But just wanted to make you a short video of how we're doing it and why we're able to kill such big animals like that elk I shot earlier and did a stream on, and like that level 4 muley right there. Diamond, no, but they are big animals still, and if you take your time and make a good shot and you harvest him quickly and get all the stuff, all your check marks marked off, they will come back bigger, depending on what size they are. They may come back a bigger gold, they may become diamond. But you will not get your bigger gold, you will not get your diamonds if you do not harvest them properly and you do not manage your need zones in your animal. I hope what we were showing you here will help you out if you're trophy hunting. If you have any questions, just drop me a line in the comment, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Or if, like a guy earlier last night wanted the game with me, again, I'm on the PS4 platform. Just look me up. It's crosshairs_Paul, and just send me a friend request and a message along with it, and we'll get you in on some gaming and some streaming with me. But that's going to do it for this stream. You're on the stream with Crosshairs Paul and White King. And again, hit the like button and we'll catch you on the next stream. Later.